Do you know Maclear, which offers us the possibility of investing with a return of up to 16%? In this video, we are going to talk about Maclear. What is this crowdlending investment platform in companies? What is it regulated in Switzerland? And whether or not to invest in it? I'm going to tell you everything about this platform and my opinion, so don't miss the video until the end, so you can then decide whether or not you are interested in investing in Maclear. Before we start, I would like to invite you to the Telegram channel where there are other investors and you will be able to share opinions and experiences about crowdlending investments, and I would also like you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more interesting videos like this one. Mclair is one of the newcomers to the crowdlending market, and what it offers us is to invest in business loans. In this company, they themselves will analyze the projects and we can invest in them in exchange for an interest. Maclear is regulated in Switzerland, and today, being a young platform in the market, as many other platforms do, they offer us a high profitability to attract new investors and also several bonuses that we can benefit from them if we are new investors, and also to invest certain amounts. Let's see a little more in detail. Let's start with the basic data of this platform. Maclear was founded in the year of 22, but it started operating in the year 2023. Since last year, we can invest in this platform. It has its headquarters in Switzerland, and there, as a platform with its headquarters in Switzerland, has to comply with the regulation of its country, which is a quite strict regulation, and it is supervised by the Polyreg SRO, complying with all the requirements of the law. These regulations that all companies in Switzerland have to comply with are mainly made to fight against money laundering. As I said, what we will be able to find in Maclear, what we will be able to invest in is in business loans. The platform selects certain projects and we can finance them and we will receive an interest. The profitability that we are going to be able to obtain in this platform is between 12 and 14%. This without taking into account the bonus that the platform is offering us right now. Taking into account the bonus, we could obtain a higher profitability. Only taking into account the projects right now, we can find projects that are between 12 and 14%. As for the loan terms of the projects, they range between 9 and 12 months, although at one point there was a 2-month project. The usual thing is that we are going to see on this platform, taking into account that they are business projects, always for a slightly longer term, between 9 and 12 months, and perhaps in some cases we could even see longer term projects. Right now, Maclear does not have automatic investment. We do not have auto invest, but I know that they are working to incorporate it in the future. They also do not have a secondary market, and it is also something they want to incorporate in the long term. It does not have a repurchase guarantee. However, it does have a provision fund that we will see later in this video. And the projects in which we are going to invest also have certain guarantees, certain collateral. Normally, they are assets that the company to which we are lending the money has. We will be able to invest from as little as 50 euros in each of the projects, also in the platform. And we do not have to pay any fee or any commission for investing, nor for ad money, nor for withdrawing money. The platform is in Spanish language, although there are certain parts, for example, in the description of the projects is only in English, but most of the platform is also in Spanish. And as I was saying, they have different welcome bonuses. If you register in the link that I will leave below in the description, you will get the first welcome bonus for being new customers, new investors of 1.5% of everything you invest during the first 90 days after registration. Now that we have seen the basics, let's learn a little more about what the platform is all about. But first, let's learn a little more about where the platform comes from and who the founders are. In this case, the founders are two, Dennis Oostkerk and Alexander Nikitin. Both founders have international experience in investing in companies. From their website, you can go to the LinkedIn link of each of these two founders and also the rest of the Maclear team. And something that Maclear offers us, different from many other crowdlending platforms, is a provision fund. This is not unique to this platform. We have seen it before in other platforms working in a more or less good way. Let's take a look at what the provision fund on Maclear consists of in this case. The main purpose of the provision fund is to avoid delays in interest payments. Normally, Maclear's projects pay interest on a monthly basis, which means that the companies to which we are lending money will have to pay the interest on a monthly basis. If they are late in these payments, we, the investors, would receive that money from the provision fund, so we would not have delays in those interests that they would have to pay us monthly. This money for the provision fund comes from each of the projects. From each project financed by the platform, they will transfer 2% to the provision fund. In addition, they will also add when there is a secondary market, if there are commissions in that secondary market, it will also serve to cover the provision fund. Thus, the main purpose of this provision fund is to cover the delays, so that the investors can receive the interest on time, and of course, if this happens, Mclair will try to recover the defaults from the very first moment. It will try to recover the money from the company to which we have lent the money. And in the event that the company does not pay, it will use the collateral that has been put up for the loan. The provision fund could also be used to pay major defaults, as we said that it was to pay the interests when these are delayed in the payments, but it could also be used to pay the principal in case the money of the collateral did not arrive and in case the money of the provision fund were not enough to cover all the default amount. This would be distributed among all the investors who have invested in a proportional way. We do not have figures of how much it is, but we have to understand that this provision fund is a provision fund that will not have a lot of money right now, because the platform has just started. However, in the future, it can be useful, especially so that we do not have those delays in interest payments. However, in my experience with other platforms, normally these provision funds are hardly going to be able to cover the totality of defaults of a company. We should expect the collateral that is put in each of the loans to cover it. Let's see now what kind of projects we are going to be able to invest in Maclear. As of today, we have several different projects to invest in. At the time of recording this video, we have 3 projects, and they are companies that have already been financed, projects that have already been financed in previous stages within the platform. We do not have a lot of diversity. We will not be able to diversify much. However, this is not a bad thing today because being such a young platform, it is normal that it starts little by little. They are also attracting new investors. So financing many projects at the same time would be much more complicated. And it is also good that there are not many projects and that the projects there are quality projects. Let's see how the projects look once we are inside the platform that we have already registered as investors. By the way, to register as investors, as in all platforms, is very simple. We will have to register with our email, verify our identity. Mclair is one of the fastest and most automated platforms in identity verification, and then we can invest by depositing our money through a bank transfer. To be able to invest, we must have the fiscal residence in one of the countries of the European Economic Area. For each of the projects, we will always see what is the objective of the project. That's how much money is expected to be raised to finance the project, the term of the project, the number of months. In this case, in this project, we are seeing on screen is 9 months, and the interest rate. We can also see what amount has already been financed, what amount has already been covered of that target amount. Further down, we will be able to see more information about the loan, and here we will be able to see broken down, for example, the interest rate, where in this particular project we are offered a 14 with 9%, but here we can see that it is a 12.9% interest rate plus a 2% bonus that Mclair is offering us for being a new young platform, is offering us an extra bonus. We will see when the project ends. This means when this project starts to work, that is to say when the financing of this project ends. In this case, in 45 days will be when this loan will start, and that is the date when the loan will start to work. And from then on is when the 9 months of the project term will start to be counted. We will also be able to see here the number of investors that have invested so far in the project, the type of project it is. It is a retail company, the location of the company, which is in Estonia. Right now, all the projects we have are in the Baltic countries. I have asked the platform if they expected to add projects to other countries and diversify between countries. And they have told me, they said that for the moment they are going to focus on Estonia, which is what they know best, but that they do not rule out later incorporating some countries, first the Baltic countries, and even some countries in Central Europe and also Switzerland. But we may have to wait years to be able to see that, since now they want to focus more on the Baltic countries. In the case of this project, the interest payment is on a monthly basis and the principal will be repaid at the end of the loan term. This is after 9 months. And here it also indicates that the collateral in this case will be the wine stock. Below, we will be able to see a more complete description of the project, in what consists the idea, the company, what they need the money for, also some key figures about the company and the business plan, and we will also see more specified collateral and guarantees. To invest, we will only have to go here to the box and we can insert the amount we want to invest. As you know, we can invest from 50 euros and we can calculate what our profit will be. And here we can see the payment date. As you see in this project, the first payment will be in the month of March, the 25th of March, and we will pay interest every month until we get the capital back in November. We will get back the interest plus the capital that we have invested. We will be able to see this information for any of the other projects that we have right now within the platform. Another of the projects that they are financing is a manufacturing company that makes prefabricated wooden houses. Mclair dashboard is very clear. We will be able to see many graphs and figures with very colorful numbers. It seems to me a very visual platform where we can see all the information in a very clear, very visual, and very intuitive way. This is how you see the investments. Right now, I have two investments. Actually, it is in the same project. I invested in this project in the previous phase of the wine project that I just showed you. I invested 500 euros to get the bonus. One of the bonuses that they have, that by investing 500 euros in a project, you can get a bonus of 30 euros. And this bonus is invested in that same project as another investment. So here I have this project, and here we are going to be able to see key information about the projects we have invested in, with the date when that project started, that loan, the date of the next payment. We will be able to see the interest rate, the amount we have invested, the term, the country, and the status of the loan. The platform also offers us reports so that we can see what we have entered and also be able to download the information and all the transactions that we have made within the platform. What we still do not have on the platform is the secondary market, which they hope to incorporate soon, neither the option of auto investment, which they also hope to incorporate soon. In addition to the bonuses that we have already mentioned, the welcome bonus for new investors, if you register in the link that I leave below in the description of 1.5% of what you invest during the first 90 days, they are also offering us the other bonus that I mentioned, that if we invest 500 euros in a single project, they will give us a bonus of 30 euros. They also offer a loyalty bonus of up to 2%. And this loyalty bonus is higher than what we are used to seeing in other platforms, something that is also normal in a younger platform. For the loyalty bonus, there is different levels. The first level is the beta level, in which all investments over 5,000 euros will receive 0.5%. There is the beta plus. Over 15% will receive an extra 1%. Alpha for investments over 40,000 euros will receive 1.5%. And the last one is Alpha Plus for investments over 75,000 euros will receive an additional 2%. And what is my opinion about the Mclair platform? Well, as you can see, I have just started to invest in Mclair. It is a young platform and I like to know new platforms, but I also like to take them with caution. So far, what I have seen is pleasing me. I like to see in the market more platforms that are offering us the opportunity to invest in business projects. Today, there are not many that offer us this possibility, so welcome a new platform that offers us this. Something that is still missing in Mclair is more information about the projects, not more information in terms of words. I think we have enough information. They are detailed, it is described, we can read what these projects consist of, but I am missing a little more information in terms of figures. For example, I am missing the LTV, long to value, that is, of the project we are investing, of the money we are lending to that company, how much collateral they are putting up. That is just to give an example, but I think we could have more information and more documentation on how they analyze the projects, and we could see it. We could see more information on these companies. As of today, we are not going to get a lot of diversification within the same platform because there are not many projects. However, as I said, I see this as something more positive than negative within this platform today. It is a young platform. The high returns that Mclair is offering us today, which can on the one hand scare many and on the other encourage many others to invest, I think we should not associate high profitability with high risk, as it is normal that we see in young platforms that offer us that high profitability, as we saw in the projects, is indicating us what is the interest rate that would have that project and the percentage of commission that in this case the Mclair platform is leaving us and is offering it to investors in the form of bonus in each of the projects. On the other hand, although all the bonuses that are also being offered are very interesting, and what they want is to attract investors, and of course they are attracting investors through it, I think it is something very interesting, but we must take into account what we are investing in and that we are not diversifying our portfolio much when we are investing in Mclair. So as always, we should be cautious as it is a young platform and we should not be scared or blindly carried away by the bonuses. As I have said before, let's benefit from the bonuses ourselves and not let the bonuses and cashback offered by the platforms benefit from us. And if this platform convinces you to invest in, or at least you want to try it, if you register at the link that I will leave below in the description, you will get a bonus of 1.5% of what you invest the first 90 days, in addition to the other bonuses that you can get if you meet the requirements that they have. As always, if you liked the video, give me like, thumbs up, it makes me happy and you will help to grow the channel, and do not forget to subscribe to not miss more interesting videos about crowdlending.